Hello and welcome to another season of MVPete playing FM21 in the year 2032 to 2033. And we're still playing Juventus. We're in our third season with them. Coming off the back of a treble, the league, the Champions League, obviously. And then what was the third one? It must have been the Italian Super Cup. That was probably it. And things went well. And obviously we are here today to face Atletico Madrid in the European Super Cup after they won the Europa League last season. And yeah, a lot's happened. I mean, I felt like one big overhaul and then this Juventus side is going to be set for decades, honestly. So a lot of important deals in a lot of players coming and going. But I think more importantly than that, we've had a few players sign contracts that will put them down for the long term. And we're going to come out straight from the bat and tell you that Yuri Delati had 1 year left on his contract. He was refusing to even consider the idea of staying. Then we won the Champions League. And now he has signed a 5-year deal with us. So Yuri Delati is, I think, tied down to 37 now, if I can find him. No, right. Second from the top, obviously. So, yeah, his contract is up till 2037. We are paying him 250 grand a week, but he's the best player at the club. So, very important. But more than that, he came through the youth system. He's an Italian international. It would have been absolutely devastating loss to lose him. That, and as I've found this season, there really isn't much option at left or right back in the year 2032. For some reason, there's just not the populace to have these star players. Like, Delati is by far and away the best right back I've found. There's just no one even close. Like, after this, you get into 3.5 to 3-star players, and it's just odd that they don't exist. So, yeah, this is a massive deal for this Juventus side, and he'll be the captain one day, and yeah, he'll be a club legend and icon, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So that's probably one of the best pieces of business we've concluded, so there you go, Yuri Delati. We did sign De Ligt down to a few more years as well because I think he's got a few more left in his old boots. So De Ligt isn't going anywhere anytime soon either. There he is, Matthias De Ligt. He's signed up until 35. So yeah, 3-year deal. At 32 years old, they're making 35. But Matthias De Ligt, I feel like he can go to his mid-30s and still be pretty good. He has spent a long time here. He only played 12 games last season. He must have been injured for most of it because that just doesn't seem right. Surely. 5 weeks and 5 weeks. 5 weeks. To be fair, yeah, he was injured for actually quite a lot of last season, so maybe giving him a new long-term contract on 400 grand a week wasn't the smartest idea, but I'm out of here at the end of the season, probably. I don't see me sticking around after this, so. And he's a legend, and he's captain, so, that was worth doing. Anyway, let's get into the fun stuff. So, let's pretend you can't see anything that's going on here and look at our transfer history. So, we're going to bob back and do it in dates so that we can see everything that happened. Because there were players that came and left. But I think we're okay. Yeah, okay. So we are on to the next season. So there's nothing from last season. So we'll go in date order because that's definitely the best thing to do. And we'll start with the players that have left. Obviously, I'm going to ignore everyone who doesn't really matter. So Scott Heron has joined Benfica for a deal that was worth £35 million. And I think that's a good deal for him. He's going to get more game time. It's a good deal for us because it's a decent amount of money for a player that came on a free last year. So that's a winner. And he only played 19 games for us, scored 1 goal, 1 assist, and less than a 7. So Scott Heron, who I think his only goal came against City. He scored in Continental Cup, so he scored 2 in the Champions League and then 1 in the league. But one of those 3 goals was against City, and that's worth him coming and leaving for. I'd have him just for that. So Scott Heron has left us £35 million in the bank. We've also sold Rodolfo Mino to Bruges for £5.5 million. A player that was never really going to make it. 2-star current ability, 3-star potential. I didn't think there was much point in having him hang around. Magnus Mar Erinarsson, he has left to go to Norwich. Yet again, he kind of banked out at a 3-star, and looking at his stats, he's only really quick. He hasn't got much else going for him. And I know at 22 years old, he's got, time to get better, but £6.5 million, we have got a chunky sell-on clause in there as well, so probably for the best. He's never going to get into our side. A big sale and a big decision we had to make. Luis Antonio joined Barcelona for £50 million. And I think this is a great deal for everyone involved, especially us, to be honest. Because, as you'll see, we brought in his replacement already. And this was the thing. We had too many midfielders. Just too many. So I had to make cuts. So Scott Heron and Luis Antonio were the 2 that I decided just weren't making the grade. I mean, let's look at his game time for us over the past 2 years, sorry. He's played 47 times for me, less than a 7. It's just not really good enough. 1 player of the match. Yeah. We make a healthy sell out of it as well. And yeah. He was only going to be a bench warmer, so he had to go. And I'm not too worried about it. I think that's fine. 2 other ones. We had Juan Manuel Castro leave as well, the Colombian 22-year-old. 2.5-star current, 3-star potential. Yeah. Yet again, never going to get into our first team. So I thought £4.5 million was okay. And finally, Oriol Busquets has left us. The guy that came for £22 million literally days before I took the job. Finally got rid of him. He was bobbins, wasn't he? Really poor. Really poor. So, Atletico Madrid, who did win the Europa League, who were playing today, decided not to sign him, despite the fact he played 28 times in the overall. 1 assist, less than a 7. So, yeah, off to Burnley he goes. £8 million in total, so that's a winner there. So that's all the main players that have left. So we made a total sale of £109 million. Pretty healthy. And now we've got the players that are coming in. I'm going to briefly touch on the free transfers that we've already had a look at in a previous episode. But, not discuss reports. So, yeah, Rogelio Rodriguez, 2-star current, 3.5 total. Comes in at 3. He's a right back, and as we've discussed, right backs don't really get that good. So he's come in and gone out on loan to Thian. So he'll be out for the rest of the season, so that's fine. Marco Zuza from Chelsea. Now, I've got big hopes for this lad. 24-year-old Serbian, already capped 72 times for Serbia, which is pretty wild. He's considered a global superstar. He was at some point anyway. Good stats in good places. Going to be healthy competition for Julian Rue. So happy about bringing him in. He's got, I think he's going to be good. He's been at Chelsea for a long time, been loaned out to Besiktas, Atletico, and then Barcelona last year, where he played 31 times, scored 9 goals, averaging a 7.3. So that's some pretty decent goings. And to be fair, in his full seasons, that was his worst season at a 7.14. Every other season, he's been doing better. So we don't really count that. We played once. So yeah, Marco Zuza's in. Happy to have him. He's going to be interesting. Here we go. Okay. Adrian Tomzik. I'm going to go with that. 19-year-old Polish full international striker. 8 caps for the full Poland side. And you can see why I've picked him up. 2.5-star current, 4.5-star potential. He's already got the good stats. I mean, ignoring everything else, it's these 3 here, the dribbling, finishing, and first touch, all really good. And then the acceleration, agility, balance, and pace, all really good. Everything else you can pick up along the way, but those are the key stats, and he has them in abundance. So I'm glad to bring him in. I'm going to try and get him some game time this season because it'd be nice to do so. He's described as a wonder kid. He's a left foot only, so maybe we can try and train him to do both. But either way, he is an exciting prospect. Comes from Lich for £4.5 million. I'll probably put far too much German inflection on that, but he's Polish, so Lake, I don't know. Sure, we'll go with that. But yeah, £4.5 million for this decent wonder kid is a good bargain, I would say. So he is in the team. I'm not intending to loan him out. I want him to be around. And then here we have Luis Antonio's replacement, Marco Antonio. So essentially what we've done is take 7 years off our Brazilian midfielder and made him much better with the potential of 5-star. We paid £50 million for Marco Antonio, but as a box-to-box midfielder, which we will be operating with this year, he's got to. I didn't actually do a comparison. I probably should have done, but yeah, this look at this. The only aspect that Luis Antonio is better than is 15 mental. Everything else is either better, like attacking wise, much better, vision, much better, technical, much better. So yeah, very happy with this. He's got an extra inch on him. As we all know, 1 inch makes a massive difference. Yeah, so really pleased with this signing. 20 years old. He's not got a cap for Brazil yet, but when he starts playing for us and starts playing well, I feel like Luis Antonio's position in the Brazilian national team might be under threat. So yeah, very happy to have Marco Antonio in the team, and yeah, just as you can see, great stats all around. So yeah, I think we are going to ditch the Mazzala for this year and go for a box-to-box midfielder and see how that works out. We also have some other tactical tweaks made, but we'll go through that in a moment. Next on the list, we have Radak Frank, a 18-year-old Czech attacking midfielder, 2-star current, 3-star potential. Came in on a free, bit of a whim. Sure, why not? He won't be featuring at all. The other midfielder that we brought in from Benfica, because that's where we raided this year, it seems, is Omari Freeman. And I'm very happy about Omari Freeman. First of all, because he's Dutch. I like having this little Dutch contingency we've got going on here. And he's a world-class midfielder. Truly one of the world's global superstars. World-class midfielder. Left-footed. Going to be competition for Mirangila. But he just looks like a great player. He really does. He's got stats in all the right places. The only thing I would want better is his passing. But considering everything else is so good, I think 14 passing probably cuts the mustard, Only 12 caps so far for the Dutch international side. But like I said, with Marcos Antonio, when they start playing for us and start doing well, they'll get more international call-ups. He's 6'3" as well, so he's a big boy. So very happy to have Omari Freeman in. 4-star, but leading player for most Serie A sides. So good to have him. Going to mention Stigbug because I love his name. Yet again, 16-year-old Danish right back, 1.5-star current, 4-star potential. It's a free, so why wouldn't you? My favorite name of the save so far, Frederick Harder. The 16-year-old Danish, I swear I've said that before, goalkeeper, yet again, 1.5 current, 4-star potential, comes in on a free, why not? Riviere Mars. Now, I thought this was interesting, dude. We paid £3 million from Chelsea to sign him, 19 years old, English. 2-star current, 5-star potential. So he's got the potential. Whether he can make it or not, we just don't know. But I thought he was worth a punt. Definitely worth a punt. And then the latest signing, which has been our biggest, because we had so much money left over after the midfield sales of Luis Antonio and Scott Heron, I looked at the squad. I looked at the team report, seeing the squad depth, and left back was a position we were in desperate need of some assistance. So what I did was sign a right back because there were no left backs that were good enough available. But Gilson Silva can play left back, and that's why he will be playing for us. And I think he's a pretty good player. Okay, you'll see on the reports. Oh, it doesn't actually say. He has had a few injury problems, so we're going to hope he can stay fit for most of the season at least. But he's going to provide competition at left back, which is lovely. And I think he's a good player. I know we paid £75 million, but I'm at the point where I kind of don't care. I can ruin the financial side of things because I don't have to bother with it next season. But a very good player. I hope we get the best out of him. His crossing could do with some improvement, but we'll see how that gets on. Other than that, pleased to have him in the team. 30 caps for Portugal, 25 years old. Yeah, excellent stuff. Happy to have him. He comes from Dortmund, who signed him from Benfica a few years ago. Benfica really do put out some of the world's best players, don't they? I think most of our team at some point have been at Benfica, so very interesting. So yeah, glad to have him. And the other reason that we're short at left back is because Malang Sarr left, and that doesn't show on here, does it? No, it doesn't. Well, Malang Sarr left on a free because I basically wanted to get him to sign like a 1 or 2 year short-term contract, and he wanted a minimum of 3 years, and he wanted a pay rise up to like £250,000. I was never going to pay it, so instead I was like, you know what, mate, get off, and we'll sign someone much younger and better. So that's what we've done. That is the transfer stuff so far. Tactical wise, this is the team that's going to play today, but we'll go into that later. Let's have a look at the team report, squad depth wise. So the season going forward, Wilfred Gnonto will obviously lead the line. 28 years old, prime time. Wilfred Gnonto, comes off the back of winning the Golden Boot last season, so hoping for lots of goals from him. Behind him, we've kind of got a choice between Gianluca Esposito, who I've promoted this season because we really were struggling with our Italian quota, and he's just been capped by Italy, like the full side. So if you're looking at Italian strikers, he's got to be up there. So hoping to get him some game time and, improve him. He's still quite young. And of course, our new lad, Adrian Tomzik, who we brought in. So, 19 years old and 23 years old, they can be the protégés. If we're really in a pickle, Cassio Neto can step in up front, and Marco Zuza can play there as well, but mainly as a false 9, which we won't be utilising. So there's that. Looking to the left, Cassio Neto will have the main domain here, backed up by Ferran Torres and Pulisic, and at a Porsche Yuri Serio. So that's that situation sorted. On the right, Marco, can play on the right. I'm not going to try and play him there because I don't think... Well, we like our pacey inside, inverted wingers, don't we? Like cut inside. So we're going to start with Bisgard and Pulic, basically battling it out for it. I'm going to give a bit more time to Pulic this season because he is even better. And he's just signed a new long-term deal as well. So he's tied down for another 5 years like Delati. So he could really do some special things this season. So they're the main two. And then we have got Pulisic, Ferran Torres, people that can step into that role if needed. Through the middle, Julian Roux will take up his second season there. He didn't have the best this season last time out. I'm hoping for more this year. If not, I'm going to have to look at how we can change the way he plays, whether we make him an advanced playmaker or not, because we should be getting better performances out of him than we have been. But yeah, Marco Souza comes in for competition at that position. I'm hoping for big things from him. And then yet again, we've got the likes of Ferran Torres and Pulisic to step into that role as and when. Midfield, as you'll see, we're pretty stacked, which is why I had to make some cuts. I'm going to mainly be going with two couples. Marco Antonio with Amari Freeman, because they both just come from Benfica. They both play well in their respective roles, so it makes perfect sense. And then Mirangila with Al-Uyas. Al-Uyas has come to me already and asked me to make a promise to ensure that he gets enough game time, so that's the plan. We want to keep him happy because I quite like him and he's my lad. I brought him in, so it doesn't matter that he's not got that 5-star potential that we were promised. I like him, so I want to keep him happy. So they're going to be the two main midfield partnerships going forward. We've also got Abrahamsen, who's going to be around to fill in, and then we've got players that can step in. So, stacked in midfield. To the right, obviously, Yuri Delati is going to be the main man, and then after him, we've got Darko Jovic, who I will prefer to Claudio Mochin, because, yet again, he's young. I know he's not Italian, which is a problem, but I think Claudio Mochin's figured out that he is a backup at this point, and he seems to be okay with it, so we're going to leave it like that. And also, yeah, obviously, Gilson Silva can play there, but obviously we'll be playing him on the left ahead of Munoz, but obviously Munoz can step in. If we get an injury to Delati, we can move Gilson Silva to the right and then have Munoz on the left, or if we prefer, Darko Jovic on the right and then Gilson Silva on the left. Makes perfect sense to me. Centre-back, we've got 4 strong centre-backs in Delict, Pena, Lete and Seixas. So we can be happy with those. Yet again, I'm going to be looking towards a main partnership of either Delict or Lete on the right, and then Pena on the left, and then Seixas can deputise as and when. We have promoted Simon Maggi as well from the youth, another Italian player. He's capped out, but why not? we're really struggling with the Italian rulings for Italian players because there's just not that many of them and they're not good enough, put plainly. And then the goalkeeper situation hasn't changed, except for Popovic has kind of gotten better, and he's been the subject of many bids, and he's happy where he is at the moment. I mean, if we compare him to Yuli Hine now, that's interesting. So I feel we're going to go with Yuli Hine as our main goalkeeper for now, but I will be looking at getting Popovic more game time than last season. The main reason I actually cut Popovic's game time was because I saw that Yuli Hine was on course to get the clean sheet record, which he achieved. So now I don't really care about that. So I'd be more than happy to swap them pretty much on a game basis. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But as you can see from the stat wheel and then on attributes, you know, it's a bit more towards Yuli Hine on attributes, especially the physical side of it. And he has got some better reflexes and whatnot. But Popovic is definitely getting better, and I think he needs some game time to reach his full potential. But yeah, again, goalkeeper is a situation where they kind of cap out. Like, on my scout report, I found 1 4-star goalkeeper who's at City. The rest have been 3.5, but very few. So mainly 3, if not 2.5-star goalkeepers. That's all that exists to us. Whether you got the likes of Delati and Gnotto skewing the results or the ratings, I don't know. But that's where we're at. So yeah, that's going to be the team for the squad, should I say, that's going to be playing this season for us. We will go down in terms of value, just so you see where obviously Lete is going to be one of the most valuable players we have because we paid a chunk for him. Yeah, Delati, Neto, pretty much everyone. You can see Serio's stuck around for another season. I can't believe he's worth. This is the thing. He's worth that much money. He's worth £47 million because there are no good Italian players, especially on the wing. So, yeah, that's where we're at. And then, yeah, the likes of Pulic and Torres are dropping down in the orders because they're getting a bit old. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. So let's get into this game for now. I am expecting a win. It would be nice. We'll do our opposition instructions and then let's go into the game. So we're going to start off with Yuli Hine in there, a back for Delati, Delict, Lete, and Silva, starting at left back for his first game. Alyuyas and Mirangila in midfield with Rue. Alyuyas on the box-to-box instead of the usual Mazzala that we had him playing last season. And then Neto, Gnotto, and Bisgard. It is a very standard last season team apart from Silva, and that's the kind of what I wanted to do here, just because they all have the familiarity. They're all winners. They're coming, back from international duty and whatnot, which I need to show you actually, because some things happened. So, yeah, it's going to ask me to give numbers. I hope it gives me the opportunity to change the numbers before the new season starts. Because that's what happens sometimes, and it bugs me. So, Marcos Antonio can go to 15. Gilson Silva can go to 13. Freeman can be 16. Esposito can be 22. And then Sousa can be 20. That seems fair to me. Gilson Silva is happy to make his debut. Very nice. I do have a beer in my Viking horn, so I'm just going to have a little sip. Wet the whistle, as it were. So, yeah, we have got a lot on the bench, and we do deserve success here. And, you know, they're not a bad side, Atletico Madrid, to be honest. Most, you know, scout results that come up, they clearly have a good team. That's all I'll say. You know, we do have quite a few players on our shortlist that are at Atletico. They are playing as the 4-1-2-3, you know, the defensive version of what we're doing, basically, having the holding midfielder instead of the one behind the striker. But yeah, 10 minutes gone, and Atletico Madrid start with the ball from the back, playing it around. I can't believe Pembembele, is it? I can't. Prisno Kimbem, whatever his name is, the real player is still playing at this age. Bisgard steals it away, slides through Gnonto, and Gnonto with his first goal of the season, and it is naughty. That, mate. He's a naughty, naughty man, isn't he? A lovely, lovely intercept and pass from Bisgard there. Great vision. And Gnonto with a chip that no goalkeeper was saving there. Lovely, lovely stuff. That's the Gnonto of old. That's the one we need from last season. If he has another season like that, I don't think anyone can stand in our way, really. The bookies have made us, I think, 5 to 6 odds on to win the league this year. So it's a pretty foregone conclusion. Inter Milan are something like 6 or 7 to 1. So if we don't win it, there'll be questions asked. Atletico have scored here, and Popov, it is with the goal. A smart pass that got him through the defence, and all he has to do is slide it into the back of the net. I'd like to go in front, please. Miranguila plays in Rue, plays in Gnonto, and that's 2-1. Just like that. Great play from Rue there, and Delati, who fed him. And Gnonto just has to be on the spot. Was it? No, it was Miranguila, sorry. A lovely ball there. A lovely run from Rue, and Gnonto just has to be there to tap it past the goalkeeper, who didn't stand a chance there, did he? Not a chance. Peña's not playing today as well, by the way, because he's just come back from the Olympics. So he's not fit yet. Neto is not playing well and has a bruised knee. So I don't think there's much point in trying to make him play through an injury right now. So. We'll bring on Pulisic. Or is Ferran Torres a better option? We'll bring on Ferran Torres, as he's got a higher star rating, and we can do that. Popov standing over the corner here, the Atletico goal scorer. It's headed over and not really troubling Hein, even if he did jump for it. Ferran Torres with a free kick here. Finds Gnonto. Not over the line. That could have been his hat-trick, and that would have been something special. Just saved on the line by the Atletico goalkeeper. Pembembele, that's how you say it. Aluyas really enjoying this box-to-box midfielder role today, so that's good. Yeah, happy about that. And we do go in at half ahead. 2 goals from Wilfried Gnonto. 1 hand on the cup. Let's go and claim it. I'm not too sure what Hein's problem is. He seems to be unhappy every time he plays, so I'll have to look into that because I'm not too sure. Not too sure. A ball over the top is collected by the Atletico defence, as there was no runners. And Miranguila's stolen here. Gnonto can feed Bisgard. It comes back to Miranguila. What is going on with the passing here? Gnonto gets through, takes the shot, but it was never beating the goalkeeper with that pace and that distance. So, yeah. Julian Rue is tiring. So Zuza's going to come on for his debut. That's a lovely substitution to make. Hope he'll make an impact. I'm going to drop some praise just to see if we can change a few of their moods. Pop off with another corner. It's headed over again from Atletico. They seem to be really trying from the corners. Hine playing it out from the back there. Mirangila. Bisgard. Playing quite direct here. Ganoto's in behind. It's got to be his hat-trick. And it's another chip. Oh, I love Wilfred Ganoto. I love him. I absolutely adore the guy. He has scored so many goals. And that Atletico goalkeeper, like, he must feel like an idiot. He's been shipped twice this game. And both of them have been chef kiss. You know. Wilfred Ganoto on a 9.1 and a hat-trick. He's a dirty, dirty man. Love it. Things we love to see. Lette playing it to Delict. Delati plays in Ganoto again. Ganoto has his fourth. Wow. Assist from Delati. And I think Wilfred Ganoto hasn't even taken a break. He's on a 10 in the the European Super Cup. Ferran Torres has picked up a knock as well. That left-hand side not proving fruitful for anyone today. So I think we'll bring on Pulisic. I don't know how many substitutions I can make in this. So I'm going to bring on Amari Freeman for his debut. No, I'm not. Right. Okay, cool. So we won't do that. And then we're just going to leave things as they are. I cannot believe Wilfred Ganoto has just put on a show like that. Incredible scenes. What a player. Mirangila Ganoto tries to find Bisgard but can't. Atletico are going to try and hit the counter. I don't know why Delict and Lette switched there, but it's come back for Bisgard. Can he find Ganoto, who's running free? He can't. He's fouled in the box. And I think Ganoto has a chance to score a fifth against Atletico. Wow. Unbelievable scenes. Ganoto steps up, tucks it away, and he's got 5 goals. This is for you, Ganoto. Wilfred Ganoto, signing of the season. Cheers, mate. I really appreciate the work you've put in, so. No doubt in that penalty. He had a 10 before that penalty. What's he on now? A 12. And just like that, we have our first trophy of the season. And the Wilfred Ganoto team and co have won it. Unbelievable. Honestly, that's insane. Why are we not just giving it to Ganoto to take home? Because he won it. There were bit players, but he was the guy. Lovely stuff. So always nice to start off the season strong. We're not through with pre-season yet either. So, you know, there's a bit of time before the first game of the season, which we will watch. I need to remember who it is, actually. So I can't believe he scored 5 goals. He's unbelievable. Neto's out for 1 to 2 days. That's fine. Torres out for 2 weeks. Silva makes his debut. I couldn't even tell you. Oh. Staked claims to be one of the most successful English managers of all time. Lovely. Where are we in the Hall of Fame? 4th? Behind Bob Paisley, Brian Clough and Bobby Robson? No way. Check us out. I can't believe it. 4th in the Hall of Fame. How are we doing in the Italian? So we're some way off that. I don't think we don't even have a position yet. And then if we have a look at the continent, we are very much nowhere near that either. Bloody Alex Ferguson doing well. I mean, wow. Now that's interesting. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has nearly taken over Alex Ferguson as the most successful European manager of all time. I mean, I've been telling you how dominant United have been. That's unbelievable. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. He's really close as well. They win another trophy. He's there. Madness. Wow. Okay. And then worldwide, it is Pep above Alex Ferguson. But Ole Gunnar is on his tail. Does he have a current club? Oh. Oh. I see. The best manager in the world. Gnotto just put 5 past him. I didn't even realise. That's hilarious. Oh, I love it. Big, big fan. Well, we closed the gap for you, Ollie. Get up there and get it done, yeah? Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Yeah, we've got to praise Gnotto's performance because he was unbelievable. He's got 5 goals already. How many is he going to score this season? Let's just quickly have a little look at the schedule. First game is home against Torino, but we won't watch that. We'll watch the away game against Milan instead because that sounds much more interesting, doesn't it? So, it's Milan time. So the first game of the season went pretty swimmingly. A 6-0 win against Torino in the derby. Well-deserved. An XG of 4.62 versus their 0.7. A hat-trick from Wilfried Gnotto on the first game of the season as well. Marco Zuza getting his first goal in his first start for Juventus, and obviously Cassio Neto getting in on the act as well. Pulisic coming off the bench to remind us that he's still got it. So, before we go into this game against Milan, I just want to go around the leagues because the transfer windows are over. We made no more sales or purchases, so we're all up to date. But if we go to the leagues in focus, let's hit the Premier League first of all and the transfer window. So top 4 players in the Premier League this season. Felipe Cañas has gone from Atletico Madrid to Chelsea. I did tell you they've got some great players. This was probably their diamond in the rough. 27-year-old, 70-capped international, 5-star player, attacking playmaker. £196 million. He's been at Atletico his whole career, but now he's at Chelsea. So expect big things from them this season with him at the helm. I mean, just a wicked sick player, isn't he? Not a lot more to say on that one. Crazy good player. Loud Menga leaving United for Paris Saint-Germain, the Dutch international right winger. Pretty pacey, got some good finishing as well as dribbling. It's a lot of money. 134 million, but he did only arrive at United a couple of seasons ago from Milan for 106, so they've made a profit, and he was decent for them, so maybe they had their eyes on somebody else. But yeah, Yald Menga, who we I'm sure we'll remember playing against last season, has gone to Paris Saint-Germain. United looked like they reinvested that money in Scott Chamberlain from Norwich, £97 million spent on this English wide player. Weesh. I mean, I know there's an English tax premium, but come on, guys, this guy's rubbish. That is a lot of money for not a lot of players. He's got 9 caps for England, so that tells you where England are at the moment. Yeesh. And then Pedro Iali going from Bayer Leverkusen to Tottenham for, how much was it? £87 million. He has played in the Premier League with Aston Villa before. He seems like an okay winger. I mean, I'm not sure I'd sign him, especially not for that kind of money. But, yeah, sure. That was the next biggest one. I think that's pretty much it. Top deals-wise, anyway. Oh, there we go. So, yeah. Oh, Esposito as well. That was what I meant to tell you about. There it is. So, Sebastian Esposito left United. He put himself on the transfer list, and we did go in with an offer just because he is Italian. I know he's 30 years old, but he's got nearly 100 caps. He's actually a really good player looking at his stats. And he's been at United a long time after a big move from Inter, so I thought it'd be kind of funny to rub it in Inter's faces a bit. But that is a £50 million transfer with add-ons and things, and I just thought, I mean, I'm not going out of my way to financially ruin Juventus on my way out, so I decided against it. So that was that. And this was another guy I was looking at, René Brazil, who's gone from Bruges to Liverpool, 20-year-old. They paid £43.5 million for him, but he's got potential. So he could make it. He could make it. Yeah, that's it for the Premier League anyway. So let's head on over to the Bundesliga. Transfer window. Obviously, we've seen Arle going to Tottenham. Gilson Silva coming to us, which we've seen. Abner going to Hertha Berlin from Burnley. Doesn't look like anything special. Yeah, that's kind of it. Kind of it. So Bundesliga not really flashing the cash this season. Spanish league. Yeah. Christensen Christas. I really wanted this guy, or at least wanted him to stay at Villarreal because he's a fabulous player. 24-year-old Hungarian, 43 caps, 4.5-star player who plays behind the striker, 20 flair. We love to see a 20 flair player, don't we? But yeah, he's been fantastic for Villarreal since coming through the youth system, and they've sold him for an absolute wad of money to Real Madrid. It's a shame for them they had to sell him to a league competitor, but I fear for Villarreal this season, but at least that money will ensure their financial, safety in the future. Seydou Meali, where did he come from? Oh, going from Sociedad to Barca, Spanish under-21 international, 23 years old, bags of potential, fair enough. And then Luis Antonio obviously came into Barcelona from us. And then Leandro Ramos from Olympic Lyonnais going to Barcelona as well. We looked at this guy, centre-back who could play right-back. I don't know where the scout report's gone. Maybe it was just on my shortlist. But he was okay. He was pretty decent, but unfortunately non-EU. So that was always going to be our hurdling block that we couldn't get over. And then last but not least, we'll look at France, and then we can have a quick look at ours as well. Obviously, Menga going, Ramos we've seen, Edu Tokum going to Atletico. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's leave that. Nothing ever interesting happens in France. And then let's have a look at Syria. I imagine we dominated this. So the top 4 comings and goings were all us, signing 3 of them in Gilson Silva, Amari Freeman, and Marcos Antonio, and only losing Luis Antonio instead. I do love the idea we swapped an Antonio for an Antonio. There's so many similarities. It's actually ridiculous. They both play in midfield. There's 7 years between them. Marco Antonio's got his first cap and scored on his debut as well. So Luis Antonio wasn't even involved. They both cost £50 million. I mean, we've definitely got the better Antonio here. So I'm very happy about that. Bologna signing Augustin Garcia from City. No, it's the other way around. Sorry, City selling him to them. 3-star left back. Yeah, he was a decent option, but yet again non-EU, so we didn't pursue that. Scott Heron obviously leaving us. Helio Vega, very quick, got good agility, but yeah, I think it felt like a lot of money was thrown around, but then again, was it really? Anyway. Enough of that. Let's get into this game against Milan, if we can. The team today is going to be Yuli Hein in net, a back four of Delati, Lete and Pena, which is the centre-back partnership I want to kind of build on. Silva at left-back, a midfield 3 of Marco Antonio, Freeman and Rue, and a front 3 of Neto, Gnotto and Zuza on the right. Now, injuries abundance. So, Simon Maggie's injured. That's not a big deal. Munoz is injured, but yet again, we've still got Silva, so that's all right. Then we get problems. So Mirangila and Pulic injured, neither of which for too long, both on international duty. So, yeah, and Bisgard's coming back from an injury. So Zuza, for me, is the next best option at right wing, I guess. Pulisic is on the bench. So is Ferran Torres. We've got options, but I'm going to start like this against Milan just because, and I think we'll start positive just because as well. So let's go into this game. Big news on the Champions League front. So we've had our groups drawn. It's an okay group. It's pretty much what I kind of expected, a bit hard, bit easy. Main problem is, and I always forget about this, the Champions League rules. So in Italy, you do not need to register your under 22s. And in the Champions League, you do not need to register your under 20s. So we've had to register some of the other players that were counting towards our homegrown status. In the end, oh dear, Hein, how did that get past you, mate? Ah, come on. You Lee. Yeah, so Milan take the lead here, smashing it into the top corner. But yeah, all this registration nonsense has essentially culminated in the fact, and I couldn't get around it, we've had to leave Al-Uyas out of the Champions League squad. And now he's not mad about it, but I don't imagine he's pleased about it either. I'm not pleased about this, so can we figure this out, boys? Neto, you've scored in back-to-back games 5 goals and then a hat-trick. I mean, even if you're coming on down, just score 2 in this one and I'll be happy with that. I will. Silva at left-back. Plays over Freeman with the header, using all of that 6'3" height. Marcos Antonio and Zuza with the shot. Is it Marco or Marcus? I'm going to go with Marco. But yeah, Zuza with the corner here. On the set pieces, he's got a good set piece abilities, so he's on some of them. I think he's just on corners. I don't think he's on the free kicks. But yeah, first start for Marco Antonio today after getting his international debut and scoring. So he should be in a pretty happy place. And Julian Roux as well, finally been called up to the Portuguese side. Now it's got a new manager. So he's very happy about that. And he's just been given a new contract. So Neto to Silva. Silva. I thought Silva was going to get a goal early in his Juventus career there, but not to happen. The Milan goalkeeper, Donnarumma, making the save. Ooh, free kick for us. I'll take that. Can anything come of it? Nope. Okay. So. Oh, don't go 2-0. Oh. It was cleared off the line, but there was a free kick in there as well, so that's not too bad. Half-time 1-0. I am far from pleased with what I just saw in this team. So we're going to start the second half. We're going to go attacking. That just cancelled out a highlight. I hope that wasn't for us. Silva with the throw in to Roux. Roux playing it across to Zuza. It's cleared out to Lette. Freeman now. Need to see something from him. Pena. He's got space to run. Plays it to Neto. Cuts inside. Zuza. Ganoto's on the loose ball. And Donnarumma with the save. I don't really want to be losing the second game of the season here. Especially after such a positive start. And after which, I didn't think Milan had really upgraded at all. Oh, Marco Antonio stealing the ball there. He slipped through Neto. Neto has a clear run on goal. Sticks it away. Never giving the goalkeeper a chance there. And you cannot give Neto that much room to run and that much time on the ball. An excellent steal there from Marco Antonio and an assist to his name. But Neto with the finish cannons it past Donnarumma. Didn't stand a ghost of a chance there. And we're back on level terms. Insta highlight on the back of that. Are we up front here? Freeman with the ball over for Ganoto. Ganoto with a shot. Ooh, it is a free kick. It was offside. But more positive. We like to see this. Freeman trying these balls. Rafael Leao still going at it. They've got space on this left-hand side here. It's cut back to Esposito. No, Delati, don't do that. That's got to be outside the box. Delati, mate. You're supposed to be our best player. Why'd you keep doing this? That's got to be outside the box. 100%. 100%. No penalty. Yes! Okay, cool. I mean, still not a great free kick to give away. Oh, end up in a corner anyway. Ooh. I mean, that was definitely going wide, but Hein decides to just tip it behind just in case. Because you never know, apparently. Milan are putting on the pressure. Recycling the ball. Looking to get a cross away. It's blocked. I think we're getting to the point where we need to make some substitutions because Freeman has had a poor game. Very poor. So Abrahamson can come on. Neto is knackered. So... Oh God. Zeus has not played on the right, well on the right either. So Pulisic can come on. And Ferran Torres, I guess. Are they better on the other sides? Well, Ferran Torres is better on the left, so we'll do that. Confirm those changes. And encourage the lot of them. Oh, Lette's picked up a twisted knee. How bad is it? Just after we made those substitutions as well. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. We can't make another sub. No. Oh, Letty, mate, you're just going to have to deal with it this time. I'm sorry. Insta highlight here for Milan. Letty, the injured Letty, heading it forward for Marco Antonio to run. Gnotto has space. Not convincing. He's just not been here today, Gnotto, sorry. Rue and Letty looking tired. This is not how I thought this game would go. I mean, I'll take a point now. Maybe we should drop back a bit. Abrahamson on the ball, though, fresh off the bench. What can he do here? Delati. Abrahamson, ball across for Gnotto. Gnotto gets there and he hits the post twice. Oh, Donnarumma just completely messes up there. Gnotto's got to be tucking that away. We're going to ignore that and we're just going to go to balanced. Because I think a point here in the way things are going isn't the worst result in the world. We have got an XG of 2.17. So it will feel like a missed opportunity here. And clearly, we're not the final product yet. We are not, you know, we have got work to do, basically. But still, on the back of that, we played well, clearly. Just didn't take the chance. I'm slightly annoyed by Omari Freeman's poor first game. Marco Antonio took his chance. That's unfortunate. I'm going to say I'm not happy because we should be winning that. Milan lost their opening game as well, so they're clearly not that good. And we're not top of the table. Hopefully that won't last that long, but Lette is going to be out for 4 to 6 days. That's not too bad. We can live with that. Right, well, we'll quickly look at our Champions League group. We are Group B with Valencia, Olympique Lyonnais, and the Bohemians, who are a Czech side, 1905. They won the league last season, was it? Nope. Okay, no idea then. Let's see if we can see all of them. Group stage, all groups. So yeah, Bennett, Madrid, Benfica, and Zenit. That's a tough one. City, Dortmund, Inter, and Sporting. That's another tough group, actually. Chelsea, Barca, Monaco, and Transport. They're going to have a tough time getting out of that. Tottenham, Porto, Ajax, and Shakhtar. Tottenham getting it easy there. Atletico with Milan, Celtic, and Besiktas. That'll probably end up like that. Hertha Berlin, Champions League finalist, runner-up last year against us, have the group with Paris Saint-Germain, Atalanta, and Basel. And then the final group, Group H, you have Man United, Bayer Leverkusen, OHL, Oud Heverlee Leuven, a Belgian side. Apparently they won the league last season. And I have to see now because IFK Gothenburg from Sweden. So yeah, those are the groups. And then, was it the World Cup that we just had? I feel like it was. It was not. It was the Euros. How do we find that? Let's just go with Spain and then... You can never find the things you want to find, right? History, competitions, European Football Cup Championship. That's it. So, it's not happened. Oh, no, there it is. So, how do we... England won against Portugal. Here we go. Right. So, England won 2-1 against Portugal in the final. Portugal with Pena at the centre-back. Any other of ours around? I don't think there is. Satius on the bench. Yeah. And then an England side with Dodds and Greenwood. That's Man United Dodds, by the way. So, yeah. Declan Rice at centre-back. Wow. Okay. Plays for Barcelona, obviously. Because why wouldn't Declan Rice play for Barcelona? And then we can see... Oh, that was the previous year. So England have made it to consecutive finals. And they lost the last one against France, but they beat Portugal in this one. Semi-finals wise. Spain and Germany losing out. 2-1s all around, it seems. Germany knocking out Italy. And Spain knocking out France. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so for next time, let's look ahead. Yeah, I think we'll just show the 2 games in the Champions League group. We'll go with Valencia and Olympique Lyonnais because Bohemians is a foregone conclusion at this point, I would say. So yeah, we'll go with Valencia and Olympique Lyonnais and keep it up. Thanks for watching this season opener special. I've been MVPete. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.